beautiful day, or should I say night, here in Jalisco, Mexico, and it is Day of the Dead, and we actually just got back a little bit ago, and I'll be posting that vlog tomorrow because it's something to share with all you guys, how that is celebrated here. And it's just, I don't even know if my vlogs can fully show you guys how beautiful and special it is. And it's actually spread out throughout 3 days here in Mexico. So that's something that's a little bit different as well. Hi everybody. And then when my husband comes on here, I'm gonna let him kind of explain what Day of the Dead meant to him as a child growing up, because you guys know I'm gringa, even though I live here in Mexico. I don't even remember knowing about Day of the Dead, and then I think before I came to Mexico and I met my husband's family, I kind of heard a little more about Day of the Dead, but it was always like just dressed up Catrinas and flowers and things like that. I didn't know much about it after that, but which is odd because actually Day of the Dead is because I'm Christian, and that's also part of some things Christians did as well. And even though I'm Christian, I didn't know anything about this at the time until I got here to Mexico, and I started learning a little bit more about it. Now, all of our community is Catholic, which it's pretty similar either way, but we have the 3 days of celebration. So the 3 days ago was Annabelle's school, where they kind of dressed up and do their makeup and they wear the pretty dresses and do all the flowers. And then yesterday was All Saints Day, and that was a day, from my understanding, where you're remembering and honoring the saints and the martyrs who kind of went before us and made a path and had to sacrifice a lot for our faith and being able to follow God. And then today is Day of the Dead, where we remember those we've lost and we love. And it's just really, it's extremely special. And remembering that God conquered death. So us being able to go there, there are some people crying, but most of the people are so happy to be with their family and talking about memories, and we're all eating. And it's kind of strange to be at a cemetery and it not feel like a cemetery. It feels like a special place to be, just a place to sit and remember with your family. So I'm excited to do that vlog. And hi Josie. Oh, I love when you're on here. And I love the photo of the sweater, so cute. So hopefully when you guys see the vlog, you'll be able to get a little bit more history on Day of the Dead, but I'll also be able to show you how beautiful it is. And I mean, there was hundreds of people in our little tiny rancho. Makes families come together in remembrance. Yes. And then, you know, I told you guys that funny story about how I accidentally followed around the Doctrina kids on accident a couple years ago. Well, then I found out that that's for All Saints Day, is that they're kind of dressing up and going around and doing that, because we don't have Halloween here in the ranch, and I don't miss it. I mean, Halloween was fun when I was younger, and when my kids were little, I would dress them up as cute things, and we lived in such a nice neighborhood, and I loved being able to go around and go trick-or-treating with my kids. But now I don't even think our neighborhood trick-or-treats anymore, our old neighborhood. I think they do trunk or treat, which it's different. I feel like we gave up one thing for another thing, and I really love it. When is my mom coming? Okay, so that was a little bit about Day of the Dead. My mom's gonna be here really, really soon, you guys. Obviously, for safety reasons, I can't put her exact date on the internet. Even though I love you guys, there's some people that you just don't know. But she will be here very soon. And that kind of brings up a lot that goes into this month. So I feel like Day of the Dead, even though me and my husband aren't the type of people where we talk about it, but we lost our dads really close to each other. And we were really close to our dads. Like, we lost them months apart from each other, which is so crazy. And my dad, it would have been October 30th that he passed away. Now, I don't like to remember that date because that day was very traumatizing. We lost him suddenly, and I have so many other good memories of my dad that I try not even to pay attention to that day. But then, like, days like today where we're remembering our family, I try to think about him. I was thinking about your dad today, and I remember when he taught me how to make green salsa.
Mm-hmm.
And he had the kids, my little kids, all peeling the green tomates. So, and you guys, I'm a tiny bit stuffed up because Penelope was so sick last week. And now I feel like I'm starting to get it just a tiny bit. So if I start sneezing, I have a little bit stuffy nose, I'm sorry. My abuela would be 109 on the 31st. We lost her 8 years ago. 109. That is an absolute huge blessing. How old were your grandparents when they passed away?
In their 80s, I think.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
They were in their 80s, and they had like they probably didn't even have immunizations or anything. Like they probably.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they do or not.
I don't know. We'd have to ask your mom,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think they would have, because they had all their children in their house. Because your grandma would have had 12 children, and she would have had 12 children inside of the house, inside of her old house that didn't have any electricity. Ola from Florida. Hi, please tell your beautiful daughter not to be scared. My son had ACL and meniscus surgery and never had pain after that. Thank you so much. You guys, you know what? My daughter, I'm not trying to show off this brand or anything. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just one of my favorite juices. My daughter, I think, is nervous because here in Mexico, pain medication is very, what would be that word?
Scarce.
It's not even that it's scarce, it's that it's illegal to have like the same medication you'd get in the United States.
No, but like, I mean, you can get
Controlled.
But that's a controlled substance.
Yeah.
It's not pain medication.
But it's higher controlled. It's so, for example, after her surgery, the highest amount of pain medication they're gonna give her is ibuprofen. Now, I'm not against that, to be honest with you guys, because I know she's going to be in a lot of pain, but I also, you hear those horror stories of people who get out of surgery and get that pain medication, and it kind of messes them up. So, my mom is going to be bringing me, there's someone I mentioned around here. My mom's going to be bringing me ibuprofen and Tylenol from the States. Now, you're probably wondering, well, why would you need it from the States? Yes, you can get it here in Mexico, but if you want the patented brand, it costs a lot more, and you can only get a little bit at a time. At least where we live in Mexico, when my mom can go to the store and she can get like 200 ibuprofens in a little bottle. So I think I'm gonna have my mom bring ibuprofen and Tylenol back over for us. And to be honest with you guys, like internally, especially the last 2 weeks, I can truly feel it. Like my sister Jessica called me and we're talking. She's like, "How have you been doing?" And I'm like, "I feel like everything's fine. We're healthy. We're building our home. I have my wonderful YouTube family." But I told her, but on the inside, I feel like I have all this anxiety and fear right now. And she's like, "It's probably because of Abby's surgery coming up. It's around the time my dad passed away. So even though it's something heavy, it's kind of like pushed down." And I tried to put all these good things on top of it. But after talking with my sister about it, and then me and her said a prayer before she hung up. And since that day, I have felt so much better. But it's one of those things where you have things coming up and you feel like you know everything's gonna be fine. We're so blessed we can pay for her surgery, but then you still feel a tiny bit like worried about everything.
I don't.
You don't feel worried at all. Well, I guess that's good. Me and my husband are a bit of the opposite. I'm a lot more emotional than my husband is.
I feel like I'd like to prepare things a lot more. Like um, I don't know. I don't want to sit here and think of, this could happen and this could happen and then worry myself to death because I have enough going on.
No, but sometimes what I'm saying is I don't, but like higher up in me, that's not what I feel like. Like I'm doing my daily chores, I'm feeling good. And I'm not thinking in my head all day, oh, something could happen or any of this stuff, but I feel like it's just that subconsciousness of, okay, but you have a lot coming up. That kind of just like knocks at my head sometimes. Oh, Aaron, everything's going good, but you do have a lot coming up. Like, don't forget, you have these really big stressful things coming. And so being able to talk to my family and I can talk to my husband, but my sisters are a little bit different just because they're on a different emotional level with me. And us being able to sit down and pray about it. And then I just felt so much better after I sat and prayed with her. And not having that fear of being able to talk to her about not being prideful and being like, oh, well, I'm fine. Or even talking to you guys about it and being like, oh, I'm fine. It's going to be absolutely wonderful and great. When I accepted God into my life, that didn't mean I was going to have a perfect life. That meant He was going to be in it with me when I went through all of these things. And so Him being with me through it all is even moments like me sitting down and talking to my sister and us being able to say a prayer together and just feeling a lot better about it. And even me and my husband, we sit down at times and we pray about things coming up. And when we first got married, I never thought that was something I was going to be able to get my husband to do with me, to like sit down and pray. And I feel like when me and you do sit down and pray, it's really coming from our heart, what we're asking for, what we're giving thanks for.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody just said on here that I'm lacking being a spiritual leader. I don't really know what that is. Like, I have my own battles. But at the same time, like I said, I don't want to sit here and think about things that are going to happen or may happen or, I'd rather, I think I've gone through so much now that it's like, I can't stay here and dwell. I have to like face it when it arrives. So like, it's just in my mind, it's not worth sitting here thinking about it.
Right. But as far as being a spiritual leader in our family, I will tell you guys that nobody has a perfect family. And that's including me and my husband. But my husband has grown in Christ in ways that I didn't know, like, if I would ever see. And so when my husband leads in Christ, but he leads in a bit of a different way. And for example, just like all the disciples were different, I don't think God wanted all of us to be the same. We're meant to lead in different ways. We have different gifts. We have different things like that. So even though I might be more vocal spiritually in our family, my husband is more spiritual in the sense that he is strong and he is the second firm foundation to God. I know that my husband doesn't go into a panic mode like I do, and I can always know that he's like right there if I'm in a panic. I'm not in it alone. He's there for me. And like I said,
the thing is, you also have, your sisters to talk to. I didn't, as like growing up Mexican, you don't really talk about those things. You kind of learn to get through all those things on your own.
Right.
Which I don't know if it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's just kind of what happens. And you learn to not panic.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, and yeah, that's a good question. Is that good or bad, you guys? I would like to hear it in the comments. Obviously there's some feelings you need to be able to talk about. I am way more open with my children or with our children, and my husband's not as open, but he also does other things. So it's kind of like almost a teeter-totter for us, and we balance things out. So yeah, you guys let me know, because I feel like maybe it's because I have all sisters. We were always very open with each other. We talked to each other about absolutely everything, and he only had one sister, and then he had two brothers, and it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just men and women are wired differently.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Men and women are wired differently, and I will tell you, like, me and my husband have been married almost 16 years now, and being able to accept when we were freshly married that I don't want him to have the same mindset as me. That took time.
I mean, can you imagine if we both thought the same?
No. No, I can't.
We'd be like in a spiral right now.
We'd be in a spiral. We'd be in a downfall, you guys. Though it would be really rough. Somebody on my short, if you look at the last short I made, she said, and she normally doesn't, I don't know if she meant it to be rude, she normally doesn't leave rude comments, but she said, my husband, when he was lifting the beams, he was really tired, and she's like, I just feel like you're so passive aggressive. And you're like, well, okay, let's talk about the house. And I told her very nicely that me and my husband have different loads in our marriage that we carry. So say you have a big pile of rocks, and that's your marriage, this big pile of rocks. We have different loads that we have to carry. One of those loads is my husband works on our home. The load for me is, well, while he's working on the home, I'm inside doing dishes, making all the food, doing all the laundry, doing the social media. If my husband had to do all those things, or if I had to do all his things and all of those things, our marriage wouldn't work. It would be too much on all of us. And then right afterwards, my husband got to go for a golf cart ride with his family and relax. And it's hard because my husband likes to explain things about the house. So if for that day, we just did the beams, if the crane had left, I'm not going to run over there and explain what's going on because I don't fully know. And I know out of respect, my husband wants to be able to explain some things that he did for the day. So you do have the option if you wanted to walk in and go inside and take a nap. But you also know, okay, well, I also want to take 10 minutes to explain this.
Everybody has a choice. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I might be tired and everything else. That's normal. That's like how I know I've had a good day's work. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't. It's hard to describe what's going on when the clips are 30 seconds long.
I do think though some people, and I want your opinion on this, not all, but some people think, because I don't show you guys fully what I do all day long, so I think people see, because I'm vlogging, so I show you a lot what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think people see how you're working hard outside, and then at the end of the day, how you're exhausted from the heat or everything else. And I think they think, oh, Erin doesn't even care that he's working like that. She just goes on with her day.
Like I said, you're watching 30-second clips. Maybe a minute.
Right.
It's just, I think for the people that have been here longer and really know our personalities, they kind of know what's going on. I think it's the people that are coming in and kind of just catching a glimpse of whatever
right.
Whatever vlog you get.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I try not to let those things get to me because, like I said, nobody really truly knows what goes on besides me and Erin.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not. I don't know. I mean, we've had people that say that our life isn't real. That we do this for content.
Oh yeah, somebody did say the other day. I did like a short of our house, just like kind of a quick look around because I want to be able to go back and remember it. And they were like, AI, like, oh, that's all AI. And I was actually like, oh my gosh, that doesn't even hurt my feelings because that's how beautiful it looks. That you would think this couldn't be real. Um, and the other thing is, I think with me and you is, me and my husband don't ever feel like we deserve anything. So I think when, if I've had a hard day and I'm tired, I'm not feeling well, I don't feel it in my head that I deserve to have a break and I should have been able to rest because it builds up this bitterness in your head. And I don't feel like you feel that way either. I don't think after a hard day's work, you're like, I deserve it.
I can't even think like that.
No.
Like, I don't even let myself think that way.
I feel too grateful even when I'm having a hard day, even when my feelings are telling me, this is too much and all these bad things are happening today. There's always something in the back or in the front of my mind where I'm like, I can't even let that feeling come to pass because I am too grateful for even the fact that I have food to eat today. I'm like too grateful for that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm too grateful that I'm even here doing this. I'm too grateful that I'm raising children. I'm too grateful for the old flip-flops I have that I wear outside to do laundry. That's what comes to my mind anytime it's starting to come up that, well, this was such a bad day and you deserve better. Like, I won't let deserve come to my mind.
I honestly said this to you the other day. I was like, we should do like a day in the life of us. You know what I mean? So it's like people that can actually get a glimpse of, what it is actually going on. Because, sometimes like people on here, mention that like I'm in a bad mood all the time or whatever it is. But, you don't really know what's been going on all day or, what I've been doing all day. So like, I mentioned this on here before, like, I told Aaron when we started the house up again, I was like, I can't have any other projects going on besides this.
Right.
That's why I stopped working on the golf cart. I stopped working on everything else because I need to focus on this. And this is like the way I know how to do things.
Right.
So if I get spread too thin, I'm gonna be a wreck, you're gonna be a wreck, and it just doesn't work.
And my husband, you guys, is not a, like, say for example, you have something, a shelf you have to put together, okay? So you're gonna get the box, the shelf isn't put together yet. Me, I will not even think about looking at those directions. I'm gonna spread out the little screws and see what hole it will probably fit in, and I'll have my mind put it together. My husband is the complete opposite. That shelf is going to be put together so well, better than they could have done it in the factory, okay? He is thorough, he is doing it to the T, and then he will double check it. Not me. I will like multi-focus on all these different things, but I cannot read directions. So like he said, when he's like, I have to just focus on the house, that's because my husband's brain will not let him do it halfway. It's going to be done right until it's finished.
Yeah.
Or it drives you nuts.
Yeah, or it drives me nuts. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And for me to be able to do that, I need to just focus on that.
And then I don't know how you married me, because you have to watch me doing things, well, and I'm like, I don't need directions.
Well, like I said, can you imagine if we both thought the same way?
No.
We'd be in a spiral right now.
No, we would be in an absolute spiral, you guys. And the other thing I'm going to tell you is my husband is such a morning person that by the time it's kind of towards the end of the day and I start vlogging more and stuff, he's mentally drained himself because he wakes up and just tries to purposely annoy all of us, okay? He's like messing around. You're very hyper in the morning. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like throughout the day it starts to wind down a bit. And that's when they catch you on the vlog, is when it's already starting to wind down.
My day is normally, from 4 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. I've gotten so used to that schedule, and I don't know if that's good or bad, okay? But like, I've gotten so used to that schedule and the way my brain works. Like, I'll get up, Aaron asks me all the time, why do you get up so early? Well, because I'm already thinking about what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it, and I go outside and prepare, and I literally wait for the sun to come up.
My husband cannot sleep in for the life of him. He has had a routine since he was probably like 12, where his dad would get him up for the swap meets out in California real early, and he'd have to go set up, and then he started working factory jobs. So even though he could sleep in and rest, he will not do it. If my husband sleeps in, I know he's sick.
Yeah, if I sleep in, if you get up earlier than me, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, like any time that has happened, I check to make sure he's breathing because I'm a bit like worried about him. And I am the complete opposite. So I'm gonna tell you guys, growing up, I don't know how much of the Tammy Hernandez, thank you so much. Snack Money, love from San Diego, California. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys, and tomorrow's Annabelle's birthday. I'm so excited. We're doing actually something very special for her tomorrow, but she's gonna be 10. That's the other thing that I've been internally like sad about. I'm so grateful my kids are growing older, but I'm like, she's gonna be 10. Wasn't she just a little baby who used to bite everybody?
Yeah.
And now look at her.
I know. I feel like you feel sad all the time, but like to me, it's like, we're doing our job. This is what we're meant to do with our kids.
I know that. It's just my emotions are like, but don't you want them to be little babies forever?
No, I don't want them to. I want them to be a functioning citizen.
Right. But don't you want it both?
Aaron, I've missed out so much of my kids already. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy every bit of the day that I can with them.
Yeah.
And that's all I can focus on.
But that's a good point. So that was something when moving to Mexico, God said, I will replace your years you lost. Not your days, not your hours, your years. And I truly feel like that's our testimony. Like people are watching that as it's happening with us, like being able to replace the years you've lost with your children.
Yeah.
And being able to replace the years we kind of lost as a family because my husband is a very hardworking man. And when we lived in the States, as most of you know, living in the United States, you might be struggling as well. Tammy Hernandez, thank you so much. Oh, I'm going to let Annabelle know. Thank you. You guys might be struggling as well, and you know that my husband had to work so much just for us to barely make it. And then on top of that, I was waitressing when I could, just so we could do a couple extra things. And I feel like God just really replaced those years for us. It goes so fast, Aaron. Enjoy every moment. Yes, I 100% agree.
Somebody said dads count down the days for them to leave the nest. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't want my kids to leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with them growing up because I know that's their role. That's our job as parents to make sure that you're raising, functioning citizens and respectful people. I feel like that's our job to do. And I feel like every day that passes by, I feel like, we've gotten a chance to do that today and then the next day and the next day. So I'm okay with them growing up. And I don't even care if they live with me till they're 50. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't look at it. I don't try to look at it as, I want them to stay babies forever. You know what I mean? Because that's not what God intended.
They might be my babies forever.
Yeah, they're my babies forever too. I just don't want them to stay babies.
Hello from North Carolina. Me and my family always look forward to your videos, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. And I will tell you guys, okay, and then Armenia Hernandez said, I'm going to have surgery this month to my ankle on the 20th. We will be saying a prayer for you. Pray for the people that make negative comments. 100%. I always pray blessings over their life. Whether it upsets me, whether it doesn't upset me. I always pray blessings over their life, because most of the time I know, especially if they say something negative about our children, that they probably had some traumatic life events that they have not healed from, that maybe trigger them in some way. So yes, always pray for the people that hurt you, because if you don't, I mean, God is the one who brings justice, and sometimes justice in a way is changing their heart as well, so that they're not suffering. Because if they're saying something to mean to me, but they're suffering on the inside, I don't even want that for them. I want them to be able to live a good, healthy life and get through whatever trauma and hurt has happened to them, because I know all of us know somebody who has had that trauma in their life, and it has grown into this bitterness and this heavy weight on them, and you can see it and you can feel it on them.
Somebody said boo the haters.
Boo the haters. Okay, guys, it's Day of the Dead, so everybody is playing music outside, and I hope we don't get a copyright strike. Because I swear they stopped right in front of our house with the music on.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing about living in Mexico. I'm going to tell you guys something funny. Out in Chapala and Ajijic, that's where a lot of people go to retire from the United States, from Canada and the United States. And I follow a page on Chapala. Julia, happy birthday, Annabelle. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are wonderful. A little for Abby's surgery day. Thank you so much, you guys. You are absolutely wonderful. Oh man, I forgot what I was talking about.
I don't remember either.
My husband wasn't paying attention either. Oh, okay, the Chapala page. So I follow, it's called Friendly Gringos of Chapala and Ajijic. Which, if you know what gringos means, like white people who are not Hispanic, okay? So, why do I follow that page? I don't know, guys, okay? I just follow it. So
I think it all started with the whole parasite issue.
Yeah, I will tell you guys, I just did a parasite cleanse because my good friend Lacey from Our Life in Guanajuato, she's on YouTube as well. She did kind of a friendly reminder about all her Mexican YouTube family doing their parasite cleanse, which here in Mexico we do it every 6 months. And my stomach feels so much better after doing it, but we can talk a little bit more about that. Because growing up in the United States, you didn't know there was things like a parasite cleanse, and living here in Mexico, it's important.
Yeah.
Okay, my ADHD needs to focus. Friendly Gringos of Ajijic and Chapala. Don't let me get off subject, please. Okay, so these gringos and gringas come from Canada and the United States, mostly, okay? Now, for some of you, it might be hard to imagine, but I literally live in a community where I'm the first gringa to ever live here. I mean, people have told me that. Maybe not to visit. It's very rare that someone non-Hispanic visits here, but I'm the first gringa to ever live here and in the surrounding areas. Then all of a sudden, right before you get to Guadalajara, there's this little place called Chapala, and right next to it is Ajijic. And it is an old Hispanic community, but there's a huge, gigantic lake called Lake Chapala, and people found out that they could build these big, huge, beautiful homes there and retire. So it is an English-speaking community within Mexico. But in Mexico, there is no, like, what's that called? Like, volume ordinance or noise ordinance?
Mm-hmm.
So, say it's a Tuesday.
I mean, there is, but it's very lenient.
It's extreme. I don't think anybody would say a word.
No.
If you're from Mexico, you have family in Mexico, you visited Mexico, you know that, okay? So, if say somebody has their birthday party on a Tuesday, a school night, you have work in the morning, they're going to have a live band with the volume as high as it can go, like a concert, till 3 or 4 in the morning. Nobody complains. Nobody says a word about it. Every once in a while, there's random fireworks going off at 5 in the morning. that's just the way it is. We have a 9-day fiesta here in our rancho, and everybody still has work and they still have school, but it's an all-day, all-night concert. So these expats, these retirees or just families, they go to Chapala and Ajijic, and they are curious, why is there so much noise? Now, not everybody. Most people know and are very respectful, but one guy posted on the Chapala page recently. He's like, I'm just really curious. Somebody was kind of having a party and there was fireworks and music. He goes, is this going to be an everyday thing? Is there some sort of event, or am I going to need earphones? And everybody on that page commented laughing so hard. And they're like, this is one of the biggest things moving to Mexico that you're going to have to get used to. Is that there's laws about noise probably, but they are never followed. And there's always a celebration for something. And the roosters go like cock-a-doodle-dooing in the morning used to bother me.
Crowing, you mean?
Crowing.
My gosh.
Used to bother me so bad, and now it's like farm animals are peaceful and I can block out the
dogs
music.
at night. The street dogs.
Yeah, street dogs come alive at night. Like, you don't see them as much during the day, but at night they go around barking, getting into things. They're like the raccoons of the ranch. We are all immigrants. The dog's barking. Yes. Aaron, did you see Lacey added our channel to a video she made? Yes, I seen that. I love Lacey so much. If you guys don't know, Lacey is from Our Life in Guanajuato, and her husband and their family, they have a large family, self-deported, and her family raises pigs, and they also have a little restaurant they just opened. And you guys, it's my dream to go out there one day and meet her and be able to eat and sit at her restaurant and go explore Guanajuato. But like I said, I just had to do my parasite cleanse because one time I got something called a whipworm. I don't think it was me. I think it was someone else.
Listen, you just gave yourself away. Okay?
I think personally it was someone else.
Okay.
But Marisa, thank you so much. The minute you move to Mexico and you have some sort of worm come out of your body, and then you're already panic so bad you're about to faint. Like right now it gives me goosebumps, and then you have to capture that worm and bring it into the emergency department because this is an emergency, and to figure out what is this, where did it come from, and what do I need to take right this moment. Because now I don't play games with the parasite cleanse anymore, because that was traumatizing. And then they give you a parasite medication, and for a week or longer I would not look at anything when I went to the bathroom. Because I didn't care. I didn't care if 20 more came out. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to be a part of it. It just had to not be there anymore.
How did you end up in this conversation?
No, because we were talking about parasite cleanse and how somebody brought... Oh, and that's what I was going to tell you. So Lacey from My Life in Guanajuato, she has been suffering with anemia, okay? And I've kind of been watching her story a little bit on that. And I'm like, oh man, so curious that I think they were kind of not being able to figure out. I'm telling you guys, you don't play games with these worms. And you know what? Let me tell you something. The reason I knew it was a whipworm was because Penelope got a parasitic infection, except hers wasn't like worms. Hers was amoebas that live inside of your stomach. So during this time that Penelope was going through her parasite infection, I was looking up parasites that you can get within Mexico, because now I'm kind of panicking because I'm like, well...
Kind of?
Yeah, no, I was panicking. But then, you know, none of us had other symptoms like that. So then, so I remember looking up this photo of this whipworm, but I never seen in real life. And then all of a sudden, I see this whipworm. And the reason they call it that is because it literally whipped. Ooh, freaks me out so bad, you guys. Never again. But the whipworm whips around, and then you run to the emergency room. But Lacey from Our Life in Guanajuato, she was suffering from anemia. She's around my age. and she didn't know what was going on. Well, it's kind of a newer brand. It's called Luxel, and they sell it in the pharmacies here in Mexico. Now, before, when you would get a parasitic medication, it would only be kind of for specific categories of parasites, because there's different ones. But this Luxel is for like all the categories. I mean, I don't know why my husband's laughing, because you're the one who had to drive me to the hospital.
I don't understand why we're even talking about this.
Because people need to know. What if they're gonna go to the hospital?
Remember when somebody said you're like an open pooper? This is what's going on right now.
This is what's going on right now. So then, Lacey, who we're talking about, suffering from anemia, and she talks about this on her YouTube channel. And then, so she tried this Luxel, and she said, that's normally what we use as well. And she said that she had, they're called liver somethings. What were they called?
I don't know. I can't remember.
They're these parasites that, oh man, I was just thinking what they're called. They're called liver something, but they're these parasites. They're kind of a round circle. Liver flukes. I think they're called liver fluke. Yeah, liver fluke. They live like on your liver, and they cause anemia. And she took that Luxel and she got them out. I'm probably sure she's probably going to talk about it on her vlog and do another dose of it. But I could not believe it, that's probably most likely what was causing her anemia, and then she took that Luxel and she got it out. Now, I'm not recommending that you take Luxel. I'm just telling you that's what me and my family take, and we only take it once every 6 months, and then that normally helps.
I don't understand why you're still talking about it.
My husband doesn't have to take it. He has no trauma moments because he has a Hispanic stomach. They didn't refrigerate their mayonnaise, their ranch, nothing. So now he has a stomach of steel and nothing makes him sick. A parasite could never survive in my husband's stomach. It would like choke him out.
Like the Mexican Chuck Norris.
His stomach is like the Mexican Chuck Norris. A parasite would never survive in my husband's stomach. He doesn't get stomach sick, or stomach problems, or stomach parasites, ever. And that's because his family did not worry about refrigerating food. And they did not read the labels, and there was never an expiration date. I swear to you.
Well, I mean, look at me now. Okay,
No,
I'm
I
not
know.
sitting here panicking about some worm that came out of your butt.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I think you guys got it right. I remember when I met my husband, and we started dating, and I remember I was looking in the kitchen one day, and there was like this cabinet, and I opened it up, and the mayonnaise and the ranch and the ketchup were in there, and I was like, my white person's stomach will be sick for a week if any of this goes on my food.
My God.
And my husband's like, no, we don't refrigerate it, and I showed him where it said, this needs to be refrigerated.
That's a suggestion.
It's not.
Yes,
like it can
is.
build up mold in it.
Aaron, that's
I'm
a suggestion.
100%
Just like
sure.
the expiration date is a suggestion.
I am 100%
Oh my
sure.
gosh.
Like, for example, you know how they tell you that rice can build up mold pretty quickly? Like, you're supposed to refrigerate rice if you have any left after a couple, like an hour tops, okay? That not my husband's family. That rice would stay out all day and all night.
Yeah, I'd eat it all day.
And he doesn't get stomach sick, you guys. It's good for him. So I'm just telling you, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Did your family refrigerate common things like ranch, mayonnaise, ketchup, what else?
I don't know. You're like an infant when it comes to like weird food.
Yes, they refrigerated them. Yes, the rice thing is real, you guys. You refrigerate everything at the leftover bacteria sets in the heat. Now, here's my question. Because my mother-in-law has a strong stomach too. Does that bacteria actually build a stronger stomach? Because my husband seems like it worked well for him. My grandmother never refrigerated anything. mayo, ketchup, all the condiments.
Somebody said, let's talk about the golf cart better.
Okay, yes, we will get to the golf cart. We refrigerate all the condiments, but would leave pizza out overnight and eat. Oh, I would never leave pizza out. Did you leave pizza out or did you refrigerate it?
No.
You
If I
refrigerated
didn't
it.
put away mayonnaise, why would I put away pizza? What?
I would never. I love cold pizza, number one, but I would have to refrigerate the pizza. Okay. Aline said in the Philippines, we didn't refrigerate rice. Lalo, help change the subject.
I don't even know how we got on here.
Do you drink milk straight from the cow? The cheese is straight from the cow. What are the herbs you use for detoxing parasites? I swallow the seeds of a papaya. They have this kind of goo around them when you cut open a fresh papaya, and all of us take a spoonful. You don't chew them, you swallow them.
Here's a fun fact. Aaron hated papayas.
And
when we
now
got
I
here.
love them. Now they're my favorite thing. I'll cut a half a papaya and that will be my breakfast. They're different when they're fresh. Fruit
Yeah.
and vegetables are different here.
Yeah.
They
Everything-
taste so
everything
much
is-
better.
Everything is just different. It tastes a lot better.
What does a papaya taste like? It's so good. All of my kids eat papayas too. Everything with cheese eggs. Oh, we don't refrigerate our eggs. You don't refrigerate your eggs.
Mm-mm.
No. We do
Well,
do an
I mean,
egg test.
Hold on, but that's different. So, if you're buying eggs from the store, yes, you have to refrigerate them. But since we get farm fresh eggs, we get them like straight from our chickens, and we don't wash them. Like, I mean, we might scrape the stuff off of them, but we don't wash them. Then you don't have to refrigerate them, and they actually last longer, on the counter than in the fridge.
But do they refrigerate eggs at the stores in Mexico?
No.
No. You will not find a refrigerated egg in Mexico. And I would be guessing that's anywhere in Mexico. You are not going to find a refrigerated egg anywhere. As a matter of fact, they have raw meat sitting out on top of coolers, like not even wrapped. Okay. And I'm okay with it, you
Arroz con
guys.
leche is bomb.
Cloves are also good. Okay. Cloves, those, like a real clove. I had Cristiano had a really bad toothache and we couldn't get him to the dentist till later. And one of the moms told me in the ranch to go get cloves and have him kind of chew on it and it would numb his mouth. And that's true. It will numb your mouth, which is really smart. Fresh eggs don't get refrigerated here either. Do you like arroz con leche? 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, my family only has farm fresh eggs. Eggs in Mexico are not washed, even the ones at the store, so you don't have to refrigerate them. Thanks so much. I'll eat some papaya seeds. Now, I'm not recommending you do that because you can't recommend things. I'm just saying that's what me and my family do.
Joe Gallardo, no, not even at Sam's or Walmart.
No, absolutely not. If you guys look back on some of my vlogs where I say like Sam's trip, Walmart trip, whatever it might be, you'll see that the eggs are not refrigerated.
Dude, hold on. We need to talk about some bingo.
Bingo?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I never knew how fun bingo was or looked. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen some people like play bingo?
Dude, I'm like a professional bingo player. No, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm shocked you're bringing this up right now.
Well, no, somebody else brought it up. They said they won some eggs at bingo or something.
You know what? We honestly should get bingo and play that around Christmas time. I'm legit a professional bingo player. I will beat you in that.
I tried to
so
get your
bad.
mom, when I was in the States, I tried to get your mom to go play bingo and she wouldn't.
No, bingo is the jam.
I know,
No,
that's what I'm
bingo
saying.
is the game to be playing, you guys. Yes, we need to play bingo. Maybe on one of my vlogs, I can do like a
Dude.
competition bingo with my family.
Dude, you have some, what do you call it? Like extreme bingo playing old ladies. Okay, they have like 5 cards out.
Right.
And they're boom, 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 boom.
No, that's how
It's
Loteria
insane.
is here, though.
Yeah,
like,
but
do you notice how they'll be like, La chula borracha, da, 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 and I'm like, how can they even look at their card and know? Yeah, no, some people are extreme. They have like photographic memories and they use it to play bingo.
Dude, bingo is insane. I didn't think it was like an extreme sport, and it is.
Pumpkin, you can come say hi. Hurry, come here. Annabelle's up. Come say hi for just a minute because it's your birthday tomorrow. Wait.
He's doing something.
Okay, just don't move the table. You guys, Annabelle is waiting for Penelope. Whose birthday is it tomorrow?
Peace. Now he's mine.
$120. Somebody won $120 on bingo.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm telling you, there's extreme. Have you ever played bingo like in school?
Yeah, remember I donated bingo to my class?
Oh yeah, in Spanish, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh yes, Annabelle donated a couple Spanish bingo games to the class.
Man, why didn't we keep those? I want to play bingo.
Because
For the class, man.
my teacher kept them.
Oh, I'm about to go to your school and play bingo.
Yeah, that really good.
Oh, do you see everybody telling you happy birthday? Can you read it?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh, someone won $500. Do you want to do extreme bingo for Christmas?
Yes.
We're going to make the stakes high. Like really high.
Sergio Corona, yeah, it's like loteria.
Somebody won $4,050 on bingo. Where? Where do you go to play high stakes bingo?
Will you really?
This has to be in
Oh my
Florida
gosh. Oh my
somewhere.
gosh. Happy birthday.
This has to be in Florida.
Has to
I'm
be.
imagining
Happy
Texas
birthday.
for some reason.
Happy birthday, Annabelle. 2K in bingo.
Wow. So, over 600 in El Paso. I knew it was in Texas. There's some high rollers in
4,000.
Texas.
High rolling bingo players.
In Texas? Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Oh
Happy
my
birthday,
God.
Annabelle. Happy birthday, Annabelle. Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
so excited. I
Thank
promised
you.
her she could open one gift tomorrow morning and then the rest after school.
I really hope that I get a horse gift.
Do you think you're going to get a horse gift?
Yes.
What was something
I don't
else
know, you
were
might
really
get
on?
bingo.
You might get bingo.
Stitch doll.
A Stitch doll.
No, like a doll, like those Ellie dolls.
How old are you going to be?
10.
Can you read the comments? Can you see them from here?
Happy birthday, sweet Annabelle. I will bring up this. Oh my gosh. Happy
Texas
birthday,
Holy.
little one. Happy birthday, Annabelle. Have a wonderful day. Blessings today and always.
Why did Penelope tell me that you were trying to trick her into telling her your gifts? Is this true? I was
What
a
I
bit
did-
worried for
What
Penelope.
I did was, I told her, oh, thank you for donating $999.
$9.99. Thank you, Pat.
$9.99.
Thank you so much, Pat. Oh, that was so nice.
It
of
won't
her.
work.
There. Okay.
Happy birthday.
Tell me what you did to try to
So I
get
told Pee-Pee, I told her, Pee-Pee, if a toy is in there, you're going to say no. And if it isn't, say yes. So I told her, is makeup in there? She's like, yes.
She did?
Yes.
Annabelle. I told you were going to spoil your birthday if
yes
you did that.
means no and no means yes.
You tricked her. I wouldn't be surprised if you know every single present you're getting.
Annabelle, Jimmy G said, what was the most difficult thing to get used to once you moved to Mexico?
Probably not making friends. I made friends like this. Like that.
She makes friends like that. Not making, okay, so making friends was easy. Sometimes you have some difficult things. What are some difficult things in school?
Math.
Math is difficult for Annabelle. Annabelle likes things to be perfect because Annabelle's good at pretty much everything she tries. So when something's a little bit difficult for her, we have a bit of a mental breakdown sometimes, don't we? And we have to remember it's okay and to take it one step at a time.
Once I lost my Barbie's phone and I was like, it wasn't Barbie's phone. It was like the tiniest Barbie phone ever. It was like this. And it was purple and adults were camping and I couldn't find it. But then I found it.
Okay, and then Annabelle and Penelope, they play all day long. They play pretend with their Barbies, with their toys, and they call them besties. And Annabelle actually did a besties video, and it was the cutest thing. I couldn't believe she knew how to edit it. So when our kids' birthdays do come up and they get special presents like toys, these toys are used so much. It's one of the most special things in my house is to watch the girls playing camping. Or what's some of your besties that you play?
We go rock climbing. We go to the pool. We go bungee jumping. We
Oh,
do
they
lots
have
of things.
quinceañeras.
Oh yes, we did that too. We have little sisters, and we always cook in the kitchen, and we always buy new stuff at the store.
Annabelle, do you feel like you've developed your imagination more now than you did in
Yes.
Michigan?
Yes.
So because that's what kids do here on the ranch is even playing at the plaza. Like, what are some of the games you play at the plaza?
Well, no, hold on. The reason I'm asking you is because we just sat at the cemetery. Okay, we just sat at the cemetery for hours, and my girls and their friends all played
For hours.
for hours. Okay, I don't know what they played or how they played these things, but they stayed entertained for hours.
Hours. No tablets, no phones, no electronic stuff. You guys just played. That's why I was surprised you
I
were
saw
tired.
baby Lupita.
Did you get to hold her?
No, she was tired, so she was crying.
Oh, pobrecita.
But then she started laughing at P.
It's so nice to watch your channel. It brings so much love and light into the world that is challenging. Thank you so much. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much. That means so much to us. The kids in Mexico are sharp at a very young age. Oh, 100%. Kids in Mexico, especially here on the rancho, are not overly sheltered or babied.
Abigail,
They're pretty
what-
tough kids.
What did you guys do while we were sitting there?
Well, first we played this game, like, because there was cement here and another cement. There's one cement here
So
and another cement here.
Nothing included toys.
No. So we had to jump from the other one, try not to touch like the dirt on the middle, and then we started playing spinning around. And if you fell, you had to do it there. And then we just sat down for a second and we played picnics. Where I got a fruit bowl, my friend got chips, and then my other friend got papas adobadas, and then this other girl got French fries, and we all shared to them.
And then that's just what you did for hours.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you guys were practicing a dance that you learned at school too.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they have this like little dance thing they do as well. So it's
I couldn't do that. I remember like being bored out of my mind in California and like, you know, standing on my head on the couch and then I'd get in trouble.
Me and Pee do that all the time on Mom's Day.
I know, and you get in trouble. Annabelle, can you read this for me, Pumpkin?
¿Podrías enviarnos un saludo en español and happy birthday?
What did it say?
Saludos a. You need to go up, Ma. It's up.
Okay.
I couldn't read her name.
It's Irma Mar.
Irma Mar.
Okay, read it one more time to me.
Irma Mar.
But read the sentence.
Irma Mar.
No, the sentence.
That's
What
right
does
there.
sentence mean?
Right here.
Anabel, ¿podrías enviarnos un saludo en español and happy birthday?
So what did it say?
Ted, could you bring us like saludo? Dad, what's saludo in English?
Saludos. It's like a shout out.
Shout out.
Saludos.
But you got to do it in
Saludos.
español.
Saludos a.
Okay.
I forgot her name again.
I was always outside as a kid playing and swimming and riding bikes. Now you don't see kids outside much. Very sad. I think we see kids outside more here as well because there's so much family and friends outside that it feels a little bit more, we feel like we're a little more protected and we're always watching out for each other. Oh, she just answered my question. Annabelle, do you correct your mom's Spanish all the time?
Mm-hmm. My grandma, I was looking through a Facebook thing because she has such cute videos of us when we were little, like little babies, and I love looking at pictures of baby because she was the cutest thing ever, doesn't she?
She was the cutest thing
And
ever.
I found this thing where she was just sitting down, like fixing her doll's hair, and grandma's like, "You loco," and she's like, "Loca," and she's like, "Loco," and she's like, "It's loca."
That old Peepee was telling you?
Yeah.
I remember watching that.
My kids do correct me all day, and it's funny because last night me and Penelope were kind of playing this game because Annabelle and Penelope will lay with me till they fall asleep, and then me and my husband move them to their bed. And Penelope came in the room, and I said, Penelope, if somebody ever tried to act like they were you, like they just liked you, I would know it wasn't you for 3 reasons. And I said, number one, they'd be in pajamas because we're an underwear family, okay? Like, we like to be fresh and in our undies and snuggling.
Let's just clear that up. I'm not.
Yes, he is.
He sleeps in jeans.
He's an underwear man. Just kidding. And I was like, number two, they'd have stinky feet because Penelope never has stinky feet, does she?
No.
Never, ever, ever. Okay, so then she was laughing, giggling. Okay, so then this morning, me and Penelope are laying down, and she goes, Mom, if someone tried to act like you, there would be 3 reasons I would know they weren't you. Okay, and the first 2 reasons were so cute, and then the third one, she was like, and then if they spoke Spanish correct, I would know they weren't you. And I was like,
Well,
that
she's
was
right.
so rude.
She's right.
You can go sit with Penelope if you
Wait,
want.
no, I say one more thing.
Okay.
This girl who had like a baby that was like a little like mom's skin color. She was like, who does she look like? And Pepe's like, my mom when she was a baby.
We call her Gringa Baby, even though she's Mexicana. My friend just had a baby, and she has 2 other children, and they're all more of probably my husband's skin tone, and they are our bestest friends. We love them, but all of a sudden, she had a baby whiter than me. Now they all look like each other, except this baby. So now every time I see her, I was like, oh, look at, there's my little Gringa Baby. So I call her my Gringa Baby now. But it's funny how within your family, you can have those genes where you don't know what you're going to get. Because like my sisters are all tan with darker hair. None of them have freckles. And then I came out super white with red hair. You can go sit with Penelope.
Bye,
Pumpkin.
Mommy.
Love you. Penelope's on the other side trying to get Annabelle to go sit with her.
Hold on, I want to answer this. Somebody said living in the area that you do doesn't make you unique. Playing outside can be done anywhere, even in the United States. Annabelle doesn't even know what a sentence means. Your English is really sad. What a rude comment. Like, why even say that? Yeah. I understand that it can be done anywhere. You know what I mean? But where we lived wasn't like that. You know what I mean? Our kids could play outside
Go tell Abby.
maybe 3 months out of the whole year. We lived in Michigan. So, I mean, even if my wife would take them out for a walk every day, even in the wintertime, it would literally take them longer to get dressed than what they were able to be outside.
Right.
So, I mean, just because we're talking about this doesn't mean we're talking about your situation. I mean, you're watching us for a reason. We're talking about our experience.
Right, and I do think sometimes some people get upset when they see that there's good in Mexico and it's not as much as the media makes it seem. Of course, there's some bad areas, but
Yeah.
I do think it sometimes gets on people's nerves that we're showing the light of Mexico and its people and its culture. That light that is also in the United States because there's people from Mexico living in the United States. And I think that sometimes just bothers people that, like, you know, we're not showing them what they want to see. They want to see, you know, a bad side of Mexico. And I have too much love and respect for the people here, too. I've had more rude comments come from people that aren't living here on the ranch with me. Like, people in the ranch have never said anything about my Spanish or my
Never.
English.
No.
Never. And so I think it's just, it's kind of weird when people talk about that, because I'm like, man, I'm spreading light for you guys. I want you to see the joy and beauty in this world, because the other reason is, like me, when my husband had a self-deport, I was terrified to go to Mexico. I had no idea what to expect or what was going on, what I was going to do, nothing. So I also hope that my vlogs can bring light to families that are going through this. Even some Hispanic families, like my husband coming back here, they don't know what to expect. It's such a different culture and way of life, but it's beautiful.
You asked me today what was Day of the Dead for me in California, for example.
Right.
And my answer to that was, we never really celebrated it. You know what I mean? I didn't get to celebrate Day of the Dead like here in Mexico till last year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
so,
in California, was it at your time growing up, which would have been in the 90s? Like, did your school do anything for it? Because you went to a prominent Hispanic school.
I don't remember doing it. It was like Halloween. You know what I mean? It was,
Oh, so you guys did Halloween.
Yeah, it
You didn't do
wasn't-
Day of the Dead.
No, it wasn't Day of the Dead. That's what I'm saying. So I didn't get to celebrate like Dia de los Muertos, like today, till last year when I got here.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Even like before that, I think I ended up leaving before November to go back to the States and all that stuff. So I never actually celebrated it, and it is a culture shock because, you don't understand what like really you're missing out on. Like me being Hispanic and growing up in the States, I didn't really understand what I was missing out on. And there's so much family that that goes to these things. I was telling my wife, right now would be like if you were visiting from the States, right now would be the time to visit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You can literally see everybody in one place.
And hear the memories of your families that you've never heard before. Like hearing stories about your family that has passed on or things that have happened. What a huge blessing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even imagine if my family in Michigan had something like that, where once a year, my whole family, like distant cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody got together and talked about their memories of each other and sat down and ate and brought their best food to share with each other. That would be such a big blessing. Okay, and somebody said, in the U.S., Memorial Day is that we honor our loved ones that passed away. So I'm going to give you my example of that because I have my husband's Hispanic family. I was not born into a Hispanic family. Obviously, we celebrated Memorial Day. Now, for me, Memorial Day was, we might have a barbecue at one of my family's houses, and it would just be a couple of our family members. You might watch a parade. And then every once in a while, my grandpa would take me to veteran grave sites to look at them. But
your grandpa's a veteran.
yeah, but there was never hundreds of people at the cemetery. It just is completely different. Now, Memorial Day is very special and beautiful. And I actually love, I watch Drive Through History, it's called, and they have a Drive Through History Memorial Day, and I love watching that because I love history. But the way they do it here on the rancho in Mexico is actually very special. And like I said, hundreds of people, can you imagine hundreds of people going to the cemetery and not just going there and being sad, but going there and bringing tents and tables and chairs and all their homemade food.
Bringing joy there.
Bringing joy.
Yeah.
Music. I mean, all these things you can think of. And then they have a church service. So when you first get there, there's a church service, and then they say their prayer, and then everybody scatters and goes around, and it's just completely different. Like, from my point of view as a gringa, I wish Memorial Day was more like that. I wish more people took advantage of how special it is to have a day to sit and remember your loved ones. And it wasn't so busy that, like, okay, this day isn't really just sit with our loved ones. We want to go out on the boat. We want to go to the beach. We want to go do this and that. Like, here it's not that. It's coming together in one place, and it's family.
It's
and
family, that's what it is.
And I hope I'm explaining that right, but I can kind of give you guys a different view as a gringa and growing up in the United States and having barbecues with my family, like 4th of July in the United States. That's one thing I do miss because that's also my mom's birthday, but I really loved 4th of July. I love that everybody got together for the fireworks. I love the food. I loved all the specialness that goes into 4th of July.
And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe maybe your Memorial Day wasn't like that. You know what I mean? Maybe
Other people's were.
other
Maybe.
people's were, you know what I mean, just like what we're describing. You know what I mean? But again, we didn't see this growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to see everything that goes on for Dia de Muertos. I didn't get to see, you know, even for Memorial Day, I didn't get to see any of those things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't exposed to it.
Right, and we're just telling you guys off of our experiences and where we lived. Like, my husband grew up in Wilmington, California, close to LA, and I grew up in Michigan, right next to Lake Michigan, actually. Don't even get me started on Lake Superior, because I don't play games with that. Just been looking up history on that, too. Waste my money on tacos instead of fireworks. Ooh, you already know I had a bunch of tacos today. Well, in the South, we do have family reunions. Not as bright and colorful, but similar, and sitting around having food and reminiscing. Yeah,
And
I
that's
guess it
awesome
would be
too.
like that, like
Yeah.
a family reunion. But I think, okay, so when I think about having a family reunion, I think maybe you would have one family. So say my husband is Saragossa, you'd have the Saragosas and a couple of their members, but like this is so like on such a bigger scale because you have like 20 different family last names.
Yeah.
And all of them bring everybody. So I think it would be like having a family reunion at a ginormous scale.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of what it would be more similar to. We love your life. It's so peaceful. Thank you so much. We live in Mexico and have not found yummy tacos in my area. Your area is amazing to eat tacos. Oh, Denise, what part of Mexico do you live in? Because I guess each state and sometimes even each city, for example, Arandas, which we just went to recently, is known for carnitas. So they have a little bit more pork and things like that. And then here in our ranch, we do a little bit more, I think, steak and labio.
I wish they did more. So that if you go to Ocotran, there's certain stands where you can go where they sell like more exotic tacos. So like I like brain tacos and tongue tacos, lip. There's suadero. I'm not really sure what that translates to. There's tripa. All those things. I try to explain this to my wife. All those things are delicious, and they all have different flavors, even though it comes from the same animal.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's not like
Nothing's
what they,
wasted.
Well, no, it's not like what they add to the meat. It's like the meat itself has a different flavor.
Right.
It's insane.
Yeah, so I guess it depends on what you like. Like, for example, all of us kind of have our favorites. Like, my favorite is bistec and longaniza. Like, that's my go-to. Abigail's is birria. The little girl's is bistec, and then my husband is like tripa, labio, and that's the same for Cristiano. So I guess that for us, you know, they marinate good in our ranch. I mean, they take out meat they've been marinating all night.
Yeah.
So we're not just having like dry meat. Like they're really using the chiles and all these beautiful spices to make our food.
So somebody asked Lalo that you were aware of is your but you're a Spaniard. Can you elaborate on the Zaragoza line? I really don't know.
I can.
My God, what? How can you explain? I really don't know. Like my sister did. What was it? It was an ancestry.
Interesting.
And I mean that doesn't really tell you much. So I don't know like exactly, you know what I mean, where that comes from. I wish I knew. I wish I'd have more people to like ask, but I just don't.
Okay, now I'll tell you what I know. So I went to the government building to try to get a breakdown of the family history as much as we possibly could here on the rancho. Because I want to know, we have haciendas that are hundreds of years old surrounding us. We have two of them. We have one in the ranch next to us, but we actually have one in our ranch that only has the front standing still. I want to go look at it so bad. So the land that we live on is an ejido, which is really cool because it's kind of like indigenous land, like how Native Americans have land in the United States. So here in Mexico, there's like private property, and then there's ejido, which is kind of government land that was given to the indigenous people. And so my husband's grandfather is on a plaque in the middle of the plaza for founding with about 20 other men.
No, there's 9.
9? Oh, I thought it was about 20. But who founded this ranch because their parents, which would have been his great grandparents, were enslaved to the Spanish haciendas because the Spaniards came and took over most of the indigenous land and used the people as slaves. So there is rich culture and history here, you guys. It is so cool. But because your family on the Zaragoza side was what we are assuming were indigenous and what would have been considered enslaved to the Spaniards, we don't have as much history besides stories passed down.
Yeah.
So we don't have everything in writing. There is a history museum in Ocotlan that I would love to go look at and see if we could find out more, even about these old Spanish haciendas, even if we could find out more history about them. But it's wild to think, you know, sometimes in the United States, I think we forget that you learn about slavery at a young age, but we forget that slavery was all over the world. And at a time when slaves were living freely in the United States, there was still indigenous slaves around the world not living freely. Even to this day, there's modern day slavery, you guys. And I think that's easy for all of us to forget.
Okay, so listen. Somebody keeps asking about the golf cart.
Okay, go.
Okay, I'm not sure
Okay, go.
what it is they want to know about the golf cart. If you guys could specify, I will talk about the golf cart. But I need to know what you want to know about the golf cart.
I think they want to know everything. Like, what interested you in the golf cart?
What interested me in the golf cart? First of all, that it was electric.
Yes. People in the ranch are amazed by that.
Well, really just because I was like cheap. I didn't want to pay for gas.
Yeah.
But, so I didn't want, because, dude, we forget to do things all the time, okay? So I didn't want to, like, you know, want to use the golf cart and then there's no gas in it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that was one. I was like, well, okay, well, I'll look for an electric one. And then I figured out that you could convert them to lithium. Then that really, because that's like...
How did you figure that out, that you could convert it?
I just started looking up golf carts on YouTube, and then like a lithium conversion came up, and I was like, what? That like completely changed the game. then there's like racing golf carts, like with AC
We are not
conversions.
getting a race. I'm already afraid when you drive it around the ranch right now. I feel like it's too fast.
Well, then I seen that there was lift kits for it. You know what I mean? And all these other things. I was like, man, this is up my alley. So I knew I had to get a golf cart. Okay, I did. First of all, we wanted the kids to learn how to drive.
Yes.
And I didn't want to teach them like in our cars. Okay. I thought, well, you know, we could make it fun and learn how, learn how to drive.
Right.
That was one. Second was the whole gas situation. I didn't want to pay for gas. Third, we weren't like beating up our cars because, like you see in all the cobblestone roads in our ranch.
Yes.
I mean, because sometimes when Aaron's late or when I'm late or whatever it is, we end up taking the cars out and we're like, you know, what I mean, rushing to get wherever it is.
Every once in a while, I mean, we have something important to do on
Yeah.
Guadalajara and our cars break.
Mhm. So, I mean, I told Aaron this other day, I was like, I never imagined that we were going to use the golf cart this much. But we do. We use it so many times a day, and then it's like, man, we used to take the car out for all these little things.
And Lalo, I wanted you to answer this person's question from Joe. Lalo, was it the number of batteries that make it go faster? I think he wrote that wrong, but I think that's what he's trying to say.
No, it's what you can actually get different electric motors for them. So as far as I know, like I've looked up a company online. It's called Plum Quick, and they make different motors for, say you want better torque for hills and stuff. They make motors from 2.5 horsepower all the way up to 11.4 horsepower. Which, I mean, that's like, 30 miles an hour.
We are not going
That's what I'm
30
doing.
miles an hour.
That's what
He
I'm
makes
doing.
me so nervous. Like, oh my gosh. So the golf cart was a great idea. Now, it just so happened that my husband always wanted a golf cart, but where we live in Mexico and even the surrounding areas, it is hard to find a golf cart, and there was just a random one in the ranch waiting for us.
Well, I had a couple like I seen on Marketplace, like on Facebook Marketplace, but they were all 3 and 4 hours away, and I didn't want to drive that far. And then at first, I really wanted a gas golf cart, just because I knew I could soup it up. Well, if you guys don't know, I used to like build vintage mopeds. Well,
Vintage mopeds, and he used to have like your old S10 that went really fast.
yeah, I had a 383 stroker S10.
But then we had kids, and he started selling some of those things.
Yeah, and then I had I don't know, like 5 or 6 mopeds that would do like 70 mile an hour. My brother also did.
What would you need a 70-mile-an-hour moped
I don't know.
for?
Okay, for different things. Okay, we gotta go to the stinking gas station. Boom, you hop on the moped, you're there.
But
Okay?
why did you need 6 of them?
I don't know.
We can't even get into this conversation because this is a marital thing that we had issues with.
And our golf cart is like really old. So our golf cart is a '92, so everything on it is what 33 years old.
Yeah.
I think once you start getting into like the newer golf carts, there's a lot more options for like lift kits and all those things. Like it took me forever to find a lift kit for a '92 golf cart. I'm glad I did because I didn't want to have to like modify a whole bunch of it. But I mean, dude, that's probably the best decision we've made. Honestly, we use that thing every day, all day.
I will say it came at the right time because we weren't like, we're not the type of people where we're like, we want this, we're gonna go finance it and get it tomorrow. We're not like that. Like, if there's something we want that costs a little bit more money, me and my husband will sit down and we'll talk to each other and we'll be like, okay, here's what we might need to give up for the next month so we can save for this. So I think that's kind of what we did. You knew you wanted a golf cart, so we were kind of like, okay, we can put this much money away, we can start saving a little bit more, but then it just kind of came up at the right time.
Honestly, it was just, I didn't, that was another thing. Like, I knew that golf cart parts were cheap. It would be a lot cheaper to own a golf cart than to own a quad, for example.
No, and quads are kind of, I like how it has the surroundingness to it. I don't know if it makes it any safer, but I feel like quads are kind of dangerous.
They are really dangerous. I mean, we had so many people pass away, but, I just feel like that was like a safer option.
Right.
It's something that doesn't go very fast, still looks cool, and it serves a purpose.
Right.
Really.
100% agree. All right, let's see if there's any more questions about the golf cart. My husband absolutely loves that. I wholeheartedly love your channel and have watched from the beginning. Also been to Mexico multiple times and love my parents' birthplace. Also love Aaron and Lalo, good parents, follower of Christ. Thank you so much, Sonia. Aaron, 7 better look out. Lalo's eyes really light up talking about the golf cart. I know my husband hides things from me about that golf cart.
Like what?
I don't know, but I know you hide things from me.
How can I hide a golf cart?
You know how like women have to look on their husbands' or boyfriends' phones to see if they're hiding like other women or something? I have to look on your phone to see if you're hiding like golf cart supplies. Or like trying to make it go faster or something. I know he hides stuff about the golf cart.
First of all, the lithium battery made it go faster. The lift and tires made it go faster because there's more rotation. But that was something that just came along with it. It's not like I was hiding it.
Right. Okay, let me go through your guys's. So Rosa said, because a lot of people bring up about our family, we're followers of Christ. So someone said, what religion are you? And my family is Christian, and Christian just means we're followers of Christ, which means I believe in God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. and I read the Bible and I believe in the Bible. Does that mean we're perfect? Absolutely not. It just means that God's given me a gift and a will, and I'm going to follow it and share it with our YouTube community and people in our life. Someone said, you're so funny, Aaron. I'm telling you guys, I have to look on his phone for golf cart things he's looking up.
Purchases?
No, I need to look
My
up what type
God.
of stuff you're looking up so I know where your brain's going with the golf cart. Because I'm not going to get on there one day and you're laughing going 100 miles an hour down the road with me. No.
It won't be 100, maybe 30, but not 100.
Connie MW10, Aaron, we have been doing Uber here in Mexico City, and I think of you each time. Those are wild rides each time. Oh my gosh, aren't they wild? Even a taxi. They squeeze in the small spots on the street. Yes, the people who know how to navigate through these city streets, it is like you're in the Mario Kart game. Like, you just better buckle up and enjoy the ride.
Big Rube, the trucker guy, I think I'm down to like 7 PSI on the tires right now.
Okay, did all your kids get to meet and remember Lalo's dad?
No.
No, my dad and Lalo's dad only got to meet Annabelle. They didn't get to meet Penelope. 3 different speakers. I know speakers are coming. I don't know when.
Duh.
I don't know when. I know they're coming. My husband made our little off-white golf cart into a black and red expensive golf cart. That's what my husband's doing.
Yeah, but except the expensive part.
Add a flag on the golf cart. Ola from Texas, my husband bought some lights for our golf cart. Y'all need to get some of yours. Some for yours. Yes. My husband has been complaining of the lights.
The flux capacitor.
They know that they're doing, some of them have YouTube channels too. They know what they're doing though. Some of them, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what that comment was for. Lalo, don't let Aaron see that flux capacitor you bought at Amazon for the golf cart.
What did you say? Capacitor?
What? Capacitor. What's it called? You
Capacitor.
better not have.
No, that's from like that. Isn't that from Back to the Future?
Are you shedding light? Okay, you are shedding light on culture and good life in Mexico, a simpler, wholesome way of life. Yes, thank you so much, you guys. What's next on the home build for this week? I'll let you take that away, hon.
What?
What's next on the home build for this week, this coming week?
Oh man, there's a whole lot. So what was the last one? I was putting the side beams.
Yes, I think so.
So, yeah, we're gonna continue with beams. We have to move a whole bunch of them and then add. We already added them to the front side of the house and the side, kind of like where our fruit trees are. Now we need to add them to the other side, kind of where the goat is at. So I'm gonna be welding on those, but I'm waiting on
Rebar?
leads for my welder because I melted them. And then I melted an extension cord, which you guys watched me make an extension cord on this last one. So hopefully that works. And then hopefully we'll start laying brick on the ceiling. And
Yeah.
you still have to decide on whether you want plaster ceiling or exposed.
Hurts my heart, you guys. Hurts my heart. And then my mom is gonna be here by the time Guillo, our main mason, starts laying the brick on the ceiling. I'm really excited for her to get here because I've missed my mom so much, and it's going to be exciting. It's gonna be kind of funny. You guys aren't gonna want to miss those vlogs because I'm gringa, but like en mi corazón yo soy mexicana, okay? Like I love Mexico, I love being a part of this life. I can go without the modern conveniences that you're used to in the United States. My mom is not. Now my mom loves Mexico. She loves Mexico for how beautiful it is. She loves all the kids at the plaza. Like she's always bringing them gifts and buying them snacks and stuff. So she loves the people here, but my mom does not like that she doesn't have her modern conveniences. So it's gonna be kind of funny to show you guys the difference. Some people come here and that is really hard for them. And so it's gonna be funny to show them that.
I don't know. Somebody said we need a small garage for the golf cart, and I agree.
I think when we're done with our house, we're gonna be making maybe a pole barn, open style type of barn in the way back. And I was figuring that you
I
were
can't
gonna
walk to the way back to get my golf cart.
Hun, you're gonna make a pathway.
I think I'm going to park it in the living room.
No. I already gave you the poop room and the washing machine room.
Yeah, I feel like we need a
But
golf cart.
I feel like if you had a big open pole barn, you would have a mechanic's room.
Yeah, but then I have to walk all the way down there.
Hun, that's not a big deal.
No, unless we can install a zip line
That's the
all the
other.
way down to the pole barn.
Yeah, that's the other thing. My husband really wants a zip line. I am the walker in the family, okay? Like, I even jog around the ranch. Not my husband, okay? He's a hard worker, but he does not want to have to walk everywhere like me. So this golf cart is really nice for him. If we just can't connect it to the house.
What?
No, we can't have a connected garage to the house.
Why?
It's too, I can't. How am I going to add that into the feel of the house?
It's a small garage.
Where?
A golf cart garage.
No, there's windows. There's no possible
Oh,
way.
and I don't know
There's
if
no
I should, I don't know if I
possible.
should be saying this, okay?
Oh, you're
It
going to
has,
tell him.
no, it has to do with golf cart merch.
Oh, yeah. My husband, I don't know when it's coming, but my husband does have one more thing coming from the golf cart, which he did not tell me he purchased until way after he purchased
What?
it. The thing that's coming this next week.
Oh yeah, we can't say that.
So see why I have to look through his phone for certain reasons? It's not all reasons that women have to look through husbands' phones. This is my reason why I have to be searching through my husband's phone. My husband had our 3 babies are driving from Florida to Hidalgo, Mexico next month for the first time to meet my in-laws. Finally, they're meeting their grandbabies. Please pray for our trip. Oh my gosh, I will be praying for your trip, and I'm sure everybody listening is going to be praying as well.
So then I want to answer this. Big Rube the trucker guy says, Lala, you're not worried about the insulation value or lack of the bricks in the ceiling. So brick itself and mortar are really good insulators. For example, my mom's house that we stay in right now has 0 insulation.
0.
And it stays warm in the winter and cool in the summer. It would be like a drastic change from coming inside the house. I would say it's probably 9 to 12 degree difference.
It is. Yeah, we don't need, me personally, I mean, I don't know what it's going to feel like having a second story. I don't like the feeling of muggy. Like, what's that called? Humidity. I don't like that feeling. So we have a lot of toxic trust issues. Yes, I do have golf cart trust issues with my husband, 100%.
My God.
Yo soy tóxica, and I'll admit that, okay? Am I worried about other women? No. I'm worried about his golf cart purchases. And you guys, my mom just got on. Hi, Mom. Okay, so Mom, we're going to get going in a minute, but I want to know, my mom's Vicky on here, you guys. I want to know, since you're going to be here soon. Now, this is my mom's first time also traveling alone to Mexico, which can be a tiny bit scary when you don't know Spanish, because once you get into the Guadalajara airport, even though most workers speak English, they don't have to speak English to you. They're going to do whatever they feel like doing. But I'm curious, Mom, if you're a little bit nervous or if you feel a little bit better since you've been here a couple times now, what you're looking forward to and what you might be a little bit worried about. Oh, don't go to the Yucatan, 95% humidity. Oh my gosh. I love where we live. We don't get, humidity is very low. Heat is high.
Every once in a while, like right after it rains, it's humid, but after that, it's like fine.
Right. Paint the golf cart pink. Abby's been begging him to paint it pink.
I actually found an all pink golf cart with a Barbie logo on it.
I'm just trying to read through some of these comments real quick. Let me see. Google Translate. Google Translate is 100% great as long as it works. So, like, you might be in the airport and you have a phone from the United States and you might not have enough internet for your Google Translate to work. And also, the officers working for your passport, for your luggage, things like that, they're not playing around. They don't have time for you to get Google Translate to work. So me, what I personally do, I know enough Spanish now, and so do my kids, that we can get through okay. But when we first started going to Mexico and I didn't, I would try to find people around me that spoke English that would help me out. Because these, I don't think they're called TSA in Mexico, but these government agents that work at these airports have a tough job, and they are not waiting for you to put Google Translate on. See, Lalo, Aaron is right. You are looking up stuff for the golf cart. Barbie logo pink. I love it. Annabelle wanted, on Amazon Mexico, they had a pink Barbie golf cart.
I've seen that.
But if you guys don't know, like where we live in Mexico, and probably most of Mexico, because these toys are imported, you're paying double the price for toys. Now, my girls have the biggest imagination, so I love when I can get them Barbies because they get used, but they only get those things on special occasions. Like, we don't go out to Ocotlan and go buy them a Barbie because they are so expensive. So Annabelle's actually really excited. Okay, and my mom said, she said, Aaron, I'm getting AirPod things. I already looked it up. Just the fact that she said AirPod things. My mom's like me. She's going to get them last minute. They're going to frustrate her. She might lose one of them on the plane. But she'll get through. God will put somebody with her. One of you guys might actually see my mom's. I get recognized in the airport the most. I think when I get into Chicago or Guadalajara, Abby's so funny because Abby gets so nervous because she knows when we go somewhere like that, people might talk to us, and she's like, oh my gosh, Mom, what am I going to do? I'm like, you're going to say hi. Like, don't panic. But you guys might see my mom in the airport, and maybe you'll recognize her, and you can say hi and help her through. What were you going to say, hon?
No, I was just going to read some of the comments.
Oh, they have meta glasses that translate. That's cool. Lalo, paint the go-kart.
Somebody keeps saying light bar, but I feel like I found something better than a light bar.
Erica, I was looking for you and was hoping you did not make me choose which channel to watch. All right, you guys. I think, and I'm surprised my mom just got on because it's late for her right now. We're gonna get going to bed, but Annabelle's birthday is tomorrow.
Wait. Somebody wants to send me some In-N-Out merchandise.
Oh my gosh, my husband will rock the In-N-Out merchandise.
Yes. And then somebody keeps saying that I should convert it to a 6-seater. I think at that point I'd rather buy a 6-seater golf cart, because it would probably come with, you know what I mean, like all the upgrades already.
And then, okay, somebody said on here, okay, I agree with Lalo, the comment was very rude, but I wouldn't worry a bit. My child doesn't know what a sentence is at 10 years old. So also, Annabelle knows what a sentence would be in Spanish, because she's going to school in Spanish. So that's one thing where it gets a little bit hard. So say, for example, even though I'm speaking English all day with them and that's their first language, something as simple as sentence, I'm not saying during the day because it's more of a school thing. So she's hearing the word sentence in Spanish all day long. Penelope's so cute because if you ask her what is frijoles in English, she doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know. She like panics.
Yeah, she panics. So Annabelle, she was probably panicking a little bit because she was on the live, but she does know. But she would know it. She would have known it quicker if we would have said in Spanish.
It's also Emily's birthday. Happy earlier birthday, Emily.
Oh yeah, it's okay. So Annabelle and my sister Emily, who is the youngest, and my daughter Annabelle share the same birthday, which I think is so funny. And I will go more into that story when my mom gets here because my mom is gonna do a live with me, and I'm gonna have to give my mom some cues because my mom will do me dirty, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna have to have my husband on here with me. Okay, just need the sizes and places to send. Jesus Morales, if you send me a Facebook message, I will get back to you on that. Lalo, about a spinning ball for the steering wheel, it helps so much. Yeah, we might need one of those because the steering wheel is tight.
Yeah.
The steering wheel is definitely tight. Lupita, can you send parasite meds from there to someone here in the USA? My mom is probably going to be bringing back some medication, but I have heard of people in the United States that somehow order medication here in Mexico and it gets sent to their home because if you don't know, you can get like antibiotics and things like that or the counter. Now, not that I recommend that, but here in Mexico, not everybody can see the doctor, so they have to just go and get an antibiotic without seeing the doctor. We don't like to do that. That is something people do here, but that Loxel, it's Loxcell, that double L, you might be able to find that on Amazon in the United States, but I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I don't recommend those things. That's just what me and my family do. My mom though, also she has cats and you can get treatments for your animals here in Mexico easier than you can in the United States. So that might be things my mom's gonna be looking into when she comes here. But oh, my mom's terrified about the parasite stuff. I mean, my mom is so funny because she knows about all that because I like call my mom when I'm in a panic, and I think my mom hates throwing up. Like she's like me. I do not handle stomach sickness well. I'll be crying. It's horrid.
Dude, remember when Boo was throwing up? He just goes in the bathroom, comes out all relaxed, and goes back to bed.
Yeah.
And you guys are sitting there crying.
No, all the girls in the house, like me and the little girls, when we get the stomach flu, we are crying. We're in bed all day. And my husband and Boo Boo, like, they just take care of it and they go about their day. I wish. Yeah, but my mom is probably a tiny bit nervous about the parasite situation in Mexico. So she's careful about what she eats. And I told her, I said...
If I had to tell anybody anything before coming to Mexico, is take probiotics for about a month before you come here.
Yeah, just take some probiotics. And you know what? Just, who cares? If you get a parasite, just take some... Go to the doctor. Doctors here in Mexico they have so many little clinics around where you can get things tested and they know if you have a parasite and bam, they take care of it, done. You can go back home. Because you don't want to get Manasuko's revenge.
Who is that?
Okay, my mom just wrote on here, I'm only eating granola bars. My mom wrote so many prepackaged granola bars that I still think they're in the cupboard, like right now, because my mom was so nervous. My mom is so funny. It's gonna be funny having her here. So, oh yeah, but Manasuko's revenge. You don't want to get
Why
that.
do you keep saying that? Who is
Manasuko.
it? No, that's not what it's called.
What's it called?
Moctezuma.
Montezuma's revenge. So if any of you don't know what that is, one time I got Manasuto's revenge. Here's what happened. This is gonna be quick because I gotta go to bed. I'm not feeling good and I'm super tired, so this is gonna be quick. When my husband first self-deported, I came to Mexico and I still had to work. So I could only get like 3 months at a time off of work and then I'd have to go back for a little bit and work. So, and I was just a waitress at the time. Well, we wanted to save some money, so my mother and father-in-law always took the bus back from Mexico. From Guadalajara all the way to Chicago, okay? And I was like, you know what? If they do it, I can do it. Well, we got on the bus and my stomach started to hurt. Oh wait, what my mom said, it's why you are never allowed to take the bus. Yeah, this moment traumatizes my mom too, but we get on the bus and Montezsuko's revenge starts kicking in.
Why do you
Say
keep
it again.
saying Moctezuma?
Moctezuma's revenge starts kicking in. I didn't know at the time it was Montezsuko's revenge yet, okay? So just to be clear, I had severe diarrhea. Now, you do not want, number one, it is so hard to find a public restroom in Mexico. Like, that's hard. So then I get on the first bus and my stomach's starting to feel funny. Now, remember, I'm going from Guadalajara to Chicago, okay? I could not eat. I could not sleep. I was crying in the bus station. I was going to the bathroom every half hour. I don't even know how I survived it. So then finally, from Guadalajara to the border was actually not the worst. My stomach was terrible. I had severe diarrhea, but we were on a really nice bus and it didn't stop. It drove through the night. Well, then we get into Houston. And so we get into Houston, it's midnight. I'm with my little daughter and my mother and father-in-law. And they're like, there's no buses to Chicago till Monday. This was like a Saturday. And I was like, are you joking? What are we, because I knew my husband's mother and father-in-law were not going to get a hotel. I don't think they've ever in their life got a hotel. So I'm thinking in my head, I don't even have a cell phone. And I'm like, well, what are we going to do? Like, we're sitting on the side of the road. I have Montezsuko's revenge. Everything bad is happening.
Why do you keep saying it that way?
I'm trying to remember it. So then we have to take 15 different buses to get back to Chicago because there wasn't a straight bus to Chicago from Houston. We had to stop at like every single city. And along the way, I have the most severe diarrhea of my life. And it finally goes on like 5 days.
Someone said poopy pants.
Yeah, it finally goes on like 5 days. I get back to the United States. I've never been so happy in my life to get off a bus. And I go to my doctor, and my doctor, I've known him since I was a little girl. He's a Christian man as well, okay? And I tell him, I'm like, listen, I've been sick with this for a week now. And I was like, it shouldn't be this long. And he starts laughing because he's a historian. He likes history. And he's like, Montezuma?
No, Moctezuma.
He's like, you have Montezuma's revenge. And I was like, and he's like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, what is that? I thought it was like a disease or something because I've never heard of that. And he goes, that's because the white people from Europe went and took over. I can't think of his name again.
Oh my
Montezuma.
gosh.
And he put a curse on all the white people that go to Mexico. And that's why if you're gringa and you go to Mexico, you get sick. And that's been stuck in my head ever since. So,
Apparently not, because you can't even say his name right.
no, so that was a horror story, you guys. I've survived through a lot. That's all I'm going to tell you. Most people wouldn't make it. And there was no not making it. I had to make it. But anyways, now I get worried about Montezsuko and all those things. And I know a lot of history about Mexico.
Oh my gosh.
All right, you guys. All right. It really is time for bed now. This was a really good live, though.
Somebody said Monte Cacas.
Thank God. I'm telling you guys. And when my doctor told me that, and he's gringo too, and I was like, are you joking? And he's like, no, I'm so serious. And I was like, you know what? And it was my first time going to Mexico, so I don't know what to say about that. Hi from Chicago, just found your account. I watch your videos on repeat. You know what the best thing is? If I was ever in a situation where I was like stranded in Texas or Chicago, Arizona or something, I know my YouTube family would come rescue me. So I wish back then I would have had a YouTube family that could have came and rescued
Now
me.
if you have Monte Cacas, you didn't come to Mexico. I'll tell you that much right now.
My husband has never had these stomach issues. Never. I can't even believe it. Never. All right, you guys. I'm going to bed. I'm too tired now. And it's Annabelle's birthday tomorrow, and I'm going to be vlogging it for you guys. So that's going to be extra exciting, and we're doing something special with her. So I hope all of you have had a beautiful, blessed night. If you can, Myth 101. I'm telling you guys, I'm just saying, be cautious when you come to Mexico, because some of y'all are worried about the wrong things. Nobody mentions parasites on the news, okay? Nobody mentions that. That's the only thing that has tried to torment our family when we moved to Mexico.
Apparently, it's only you.
No,
I
all the
understand.
other white people it happens to, because that's how I found out about it, is from the other white people living in Mexico. Because none of the Mexican people, they're like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I had to find out from other white people what I was supposed to do living as a white person in Mexico. Because our stomachs don't go the same.
Listen, and then somebody else said, no pasa nada.
No, that's what they said at the hospitals here in Mexico. No pasa nada. And I was like, I know something is wrong. My kids aren't allowed to say no pasa nada. I'll tell you guys that right now.
Gosh.
Not my mom said not when you eat granola bars. Mom, you still can get parasites even if you eat granola bars. You probably won't get them. You still have to enjoy life and eat tacos and tortas and everything else. You know, and then just take that Loxil. Okay, Little Blue Farmhouse in Mexico. Me either, Aaron. I was raised in the United States and now living in
Moroleon.
Morelia, Guanajuato. Little Blue Farmhouse. Oh, you're so blessed to live in Guanajuato. I want to go see what it looks like. They're so bad.
Oh my gosh. Great. Now we have to call you more big.
Don't drink aguas frescas. That might be an issue for me because we're always drinking agua frescas from the street.
Here's what I understand, okay? How does your brain not put two and two together? Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah, if you know, okay, this is probably gonna hurt my stomach. I probably shouldn't eat this. But
It's
you go
not
and
the
eat it.
food. It's the parasites within the food.
I understand that, but you just said I think water might be a problem for me. But
Yeah.
you keep. This is the first thing you do at a restaurant. Can I have an horchata?
Okay, at some point, my body has to accept that I'm living in Mexico. At some point, my body has to accept that. I'm
Oh,
not giving it up until my
gosh.
stomach says, yo soy mexicana. That's what I'm doing. I'm not giving up till my body says that.
So you're gonna poop your pants to you're Mexican?
Yeah, if I have to. Man. All right, you guys. Purified bottled waters. Yes, you can do that, but I'm telling you guys, it's just like, it's even in the dirt. Like, parasites are in the dirt. It's just what it is. So,
yeah, that's everywhere. Parasites are in animals. Parasites are everywhere.
someone said, no, now it's going to be stuck in my head. Monte Caca. Come visit where we're building our house. You can stop by when we're done. Little Blue Farmhouse, I would love to do that. I would really like to get in touch with Lacey as well. Maybe all three of us could meet up and do something nice. I would love, love, love to do that. Everything will be all right. Just wear brown pants. Oh, my mom said, Aaron, I need a lawn chair. Mom, they don't even sell lawn chairs here. Like, nowhere around is there. Lala's gonna
We
have to
don't even
build her
have a
lawn.
lawn.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna sit?
She's
at?
gonna get attacked by the rooster. She's gonna be trying to relax, like the little kikirikis and roosters. See, my mom already thinks it's because my mom has a beautiful, like, outdoor area where she can sit and relax. And then, like, we have all of our animals running wild in the yard.
Somebody said take Pepto-Bismol prevents Monte Caca.
It prevents Monte Caca. Okay, you guys, I'm telling you right now, if Loxel ever sponsors me after they hear this, we're gonna use Monte Caca as
My
the
gosh.
thing.
I'm about
You
to
don't
put
want
that. I'm
Monte
about to
Caca,
put
you
that
need
on a
some.
T-shirt.
Right, you need some Loxel. Oh, that reminds me. For Annabelle's birthday, we are doing, because you know through Etsy, through Haley Mae Lane, we sell our shirt merchandise. And Haley Mae Lane just made a new design for us with my husband's golf cart. And it says, Vamos a los tacos.
Yeah.
It says Vamos a los Tacos with the golf cart. It is so cool. So for Annabelle's vlog, I'm going to be putting that new shirt on there because that was actually my husband's idea. He wanted more shirts for men, for like the men that watch him and are supporting our channel. So when I do that vlog, there's going to be a certain amount % off, and then another % of it goes towards Annabelle's birthday. So that's kind of cool
Somebody
too.
said we needed out a bumper sticker. I'm making one for the golf cart.
You do need one for the golf cart.
Oh my gosh.
When in Mexico, I look for the bathroom first before I eat. Gotta make sure there's a proper nearby. 100% zone out the area. You guys got my husband going. What?
Somebody said Etsy Montecaca merch.
I'm telling you, people need to know. This is legit stuff.
Oh
Can't
my
wait to see
gosh.
Lalo doing wheelies in the golf cart. A collaboration with all of you would be so fun. Yes, I would love to do a collaboration with Lacey, Little Blue Farmhouse. I think that would be really, really great. My mom said, I love Haley May Lane. My mom is also going to be bringing our merchandise shirt to be wearing. I've been thinking about doing a giveaway as well. I'll let you have the copyright. Montecaca on board.
Somebody said Moctezuko sounds like a cool dude. Oh my god.
Okay, my mom said I bring wipes everywhere. My mom does bring wipes. She is like a gringa red flag when we go somewhere. I'm like, Mom, when you're in Mexico, even if you're white, there's ways to blend in. I'm so done with my husband right now. What?
Somebody said,
What did they say?
somebody said, con Montecaca no hay pedo. Oh my, I gotta have that on a bumper sticker or a shirt or something.
Oh my god. You guys, my husband is going to be up all night reading the comments after this. All night. He has to live with it. He has to live with my stomach issues here in Mexico.
Oh my god.
All right, we got to get going, hun, because I'm exhausted. All right. Oh, one more comment. In 1994, I was visiting my in-laws for the first time, and I was eating fruit and got Montecaca for days. Ended up in the emergency. And on top of it off, we went to the rancho on the bus to Mexico City. Okay, Abby is laughing all the way in her. Oh, that makes me cry. That is so Mexico, though. Like, you have Mantecaca revenge, you're in the emergency room, and then next you're taking a bus out to the rancho. Like, that's what it is.
Jesus Morales says no wonder Lalo said he wants his own bathroom.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that story was a good one. But for real, this is common in the Middle East too. I was visiting family in Syria 1 year and I had the worst cramps. My uncle brought home a bottle of medicine. Oh my gosh. Where is the link? I would love to get a sweatshirt. The link is if you go to my YouTube page, my main page where all my videos are, you can see right under our photo, there's a link to our Instagram, Facebook, and then our merchandise
Dude,
page.
Montecaca's merch coming soon.
I'm laughing so hard, I'm getting a stomach ache. Even La Guarita and all three of you would be amazing. Yes, even La Guarita would be amazing as well. I think we would all have a lot to get together and talk about.
Somebody said it sounds like Aaron needs her own poop room.
Okay, you guys, this was years ago with a door on it. I just searched Montecaca. I came late to the party.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, poor Aaron. First not knowing you have to pour your own water in the toilet. Then you get the, yeah, who would have known that? Not most people like me. When you use public bathrooms, they sell you little squares of toilet paper, not enough to wipe. Sometimes they don't sell you squares. Sometimes you go somewhere like Golpe, And you think, oh, they have this huge, nice store, they have public restrooms, and then there's no toilet paper anywhere in sight.
Oh
Aaron, you
my
spelled it wrong on
gosh.
your YouTube. Okay, Mom, I did not spell it wrong.
What?
Thank you very much. Haley May Lane.
Oh. Oh.
If I spelled it wrong, Lalo would tell me. I have the same story back-to-back years. Sprayed everything before I sat down. Oh my gosh, no, I have another horror story
Dude,
about
that's like
that in
for
the
real,
Mikado.
Monte Caca.
Yeah. No, one time a family member of mine warned me in the Mikado, do not sit on the toilet seats like without anything on them. And she is 100% right about that. Don't play games with that.
Somebody said, "Girl, I was so sick. I kissed the ground at O'Hare Airport when I arrived back in Chicago."
Oh my god. You
My
guys are gonna
gosh.
make my mom so nervous right now. I hope she doesn't get mantecaca while she's here, because that will be
Oh,
it.
but you remember Monte Caca. You've been saying Montezuma this whole
It's
time.
going to be mantecaca from now on, because I
Oh
will never
my
remember
gosh.
Montezuma's real name.
Oh man, I want to go make some Monte Caca bumper stickers.
Oh wait, hold on, I wanted to see something on here real quick.
You need a personal bucket tied around your waist.
No, you guys, it's no joke in Mexico. That's the one thing you have to prepare for.
Shoot,
coming
you're about
here.
to get sponsored by Depend. Like those are the adult diapers.
I'm fine now, Lalo. This was in the past. Man. I wish I would have had that one saying she kissed the ground at O'Hare. It's
Yeah,
so
they're under Emily.
Oh my gosh. Emmy had some time. My sister Emily, when she first came to Mexico with me, it just so happened that we ran out of water. Like there was no running water. And my sister Emily, what?
Somebody said Montezuma sounds like a Hawaiian wrestler.
I'm telling you, people say Montezuma. That's what I've heard my whole life. Okay, wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my sister Emily, she came here, and my sister Emily is a little bit OCD, and she likes everything to be super clean. Like, you can't even get into her bed unless your feet are wiped off. Like, there can't even be a grain of sand in her bed. And she likes her clothes clean and all that other stuff. So it just so happened that she got here when we lost water in the ranch, and we didn't have water for the whole week she was here. And it was very hard for her. And she said when she was flying back, they did an announcement that they were over Texas, and she said she started crying.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Oh my gosh. All right, you guys, we really are going to get going to bed. I swear to you. Thank you everybody who loves and supports our family. Please like, comment, share, and I hope all of you have a beautiful, blessed night. And then we have a couple more vlogs coming up today, and then Annabelle's birthday tomorrow. Buenas noches a todos.
Muchas gracias, buenas noches.